You're watching 48 FastCast.
All right, welcome into your FastCast on a Friday. The weekend is here, my friend.
We made it.
We definitely did.
Yeah,
definitely did.
It's been a pretty active week of weather, though. A
Yes.
lot of places saw over half a foot of rain up there in parts of Limestone, Madison, Lincoln County. Big story this morning. It'll be the Friday traffic headaches and also a little bit more difficult of a commute if you're in Jackson, DeKalb, and Marshall County. We do have a dense fog advisory through 9 this morning. Saw some rainfall yesterday and just that fog. It's very thick. Visibility could be 1/4 mile or less. So if you can on this Friday morning, get everything together. Don't forget your lunch, but maybe factor in a few extra minutes for the morning commute. We've got some isolated showers and storms today, mainly for areas and locations along and east of I-65. The weekend looks great. No rain for the weekend, a little less humidity, and even most of next work and school week looks good. Here's the front that came in. That dry air arrives by the afternoon. The problem is we've got 2 centers of low pressure with the counterclockwise flow around that. We still get a little bit of that wraparound moisture, which could lead to some isolated downpours and a few widely scattered storms popping up through late afternoon and evening. Should wrap up, though, just in time for those high school football games to kick off on time.
This is your 48 First Alert Road Report, sponsored by Bankston Motorhomes.
All right, taking a look at your traffic this morning. The Parkway, things looking like they're moving very well there at 7:02 in the morning. We were seeing a little bit of a slowdown on 431 northbound, but it looks like that has actually cleared up for the most part. So no major traffic issues in the Huntsville metro area. We will take you over to the bridge in Decatur, though, where we are seeing continued slowdowns there, both getting on and off of the bridge. Your drive times, though, not too impacted. Decatur to Huntsville, about 20 minutes. Athens to Huntsville, about 27. Well, a Huntsville police sergeant is out on bond after originally being arrested yesterday afternoon. Timothy Richards is charged with criminal use of defensive spray following a complaint by someone. Now, Richards was released on bond less than an hour after being booked into jail. He's been placed on administrative leave, and Huntsville police say the Madison County Sheriff's Office will help with the investigation. Further details on his arrest have not been released. Also this morning, the murder case against a Florence man is progressing towards a trial. This stems from the deadly beating of a man earlier this year. A grand jury has indicted Frederick Ingram on that murder charge. He's accused of beating Donald Hale to death in February. That's according to our partners at the Times Daily. Now, Florence police say this happened at the intersection of West Mobile and North Locust Streets. Police say Ingram hit Hale multiple times with his shoe and then hit him more when in his face while he was lying on the pavement. Police also say there's video of the incident. Ingram is set to be arraigned on November 6th. Well, several Huntsville residents were planning to voice their frustrations over the closure of 708 Bar and Grill at last night's city council meeting, but when they tried to bring it up, they were told discussing the topic wasn't allowed. City leaders say this is because there's ongoing litigation regarding the issue. 708 Bar and Grill was ordered to close last week by a judge. There have been multiple shootings outside of the bar in the past year. However, people who live in the area defend the bar owner and say the problem goes deeper than the restaurant.
We're not a nuisance. That neighborhood is not a nuisance. That neighborhood needs love. We're building overpasses where we're just going to ride over it so we ain't got to see it.
We travel to have a decent meal at restaurants. If we had that in our areas, we can keep it in our community.
Before Mr. Gopher came, the whole block was like infested with drugs.
Some residents we spoke with told us they believe closing 708 does more harm than good. The doors were locked following a preliminary injunction. That means the closure is only temporary as the lawsuit plays out. Well, council members also approved Huntsville's budget for next year. The 2026 budget is $343 million. It includes $80 million for the police department, $60 million for the fire department, and $21 million for landscaping. Well, still to come, a new public safety annex in Madison is almost complete. We'll take you inside the construction there up next. Welcome back. Madison city leaders are aiming to boost public safety across the city. They're working on this by constructing a new public safety annex. Now, the building will provide training and office space for police officers and firefighters. The annex will also have space for Madison detectives and investigators, along with bike patrol officers. There will also be room for simulation training. Madison Mayor Paul Finley says that over the past few years, the city has increased salaries to recruit more public safety officers. And since they're nearly fully staffed now, there's a big need for space to train all of these new fire and police crews.
Not only do we want to be fully staffed, we want to be fully trained when we're dealing with our public. So all three of those things together, salary, training area, and then a new fire station, all directly support public safety and keeping our community safe.
Now, city officials tell us that public safety annex should be open by the end of the year. Crews are also finishing construction work on the Fire Station 4, which is adjoined to the annex. Now, this station will cover the southwest portion of Madison.
Now, your first alert weather with meteorologist Eric Burke.
Well, good morning once again, everyone. Happy Friday. Busy week tracking the weather. A lot of heavy rain. Saw some stronger storms roll through. High temperatures today will stay on the cooler side, a little bit below average in the upper 70s to low 80s. Given just the touch of humidity we have, might have a feels like temperature in the low to mid 80s. Mentioned that dense fog advisory for Jackson, DeKalb, Marshall County, up in portions of Middle Tennessee. We've got some fog as well. Should mix out pretty quickly here. Temperatures are comfortable in the mid to upper 60s. One of the cooler mornings we've actually seen through this week. We've got an east-northeasterly wind becoming more northerly. That will pull in the drier air. That will start to filter out some of the cloud cover we have. And this is the reason for the dense fog advisory. Poor visibility right now in Marshall County, Gunnersville. 48 blitz. Carl and the team ready to go. There is potential of seeing some isolated showers and storms. Areas towards Sand Mountain, northeast Alabama. Don't worry, your weekend forecast looks amazing. Lower humidity, 83 Saturday, 86 on Sunday. Most of next week looks good for now. Jonathan, we are watching the Atlantic. We've got another system out there that could become a tropical storm and maybe increase our rain chances. But we'll keep you updated right here on your FastCast and 48 weather app.
Absolutely. All right. Well, looking ahead to this weekend, looks great for getting outside, maybe enjoying some college football as well.
Hey, let's go.
Some of that. So thanks so much for tuning into the FastCast. Make sure to watch Talking TVL at 10 o'clock, Weather Extra at 10:30. Until then, have a great Friday.